Hi and welcome. My name is Jessica and today we're starting out on a really fun journey. I am going to be walking you through how to make a quilt. If you've never made a quilt before, this is the perfect quilt along for you. And if you have and you just want to practice up, join me. This is the quilt we're going to be making. It's called the Nona Quilt. It's very beginner friendly. I designed it specifically with a first-time quilter in mind. For the next 9 weeks, I'm going to walk you through every single step of making a quilt. This week is the introduction to the Quilt Along. I'm here to give you the schedule and tell you what to expect over the next 9 weeks. Next week, we will talk about the materials and the supplies that you need to make a quilt. So if you've never made a quilt and you don't know where to start, next week, we're going to go through everything. We'll go through every single material that you need to make this quilt and the supplies needed in general for quilting. I'll walk you through every step of the way so that you'll feel comfortable going to a store or ordering online the things that you need to make this quilt. Then for the remaining 7 weeks of the Quilt Along, we will walk through how to cut the fabric, how to bake the components of the block, how to assemble the blocks, how to make the quilt top, and then how to baste the quilt, quilt it, and bind it. At the end of the 9 weeks, you will end up with this quilt finished and ready to be used, and a lot of practice under your belt. I hope that you'll join me in making this. And if you know anyone who might be interested in quilting, send them to this page so that they can see the video, the quilt that we'll be making, and they can join us as well. The more the merrier. I cannot wait to help you make this quilt. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. In the description of this video, there is a schedule. There is a link to the first blog post. I am posting all of these blog posts, not on my own blog, but on the Bernina blog, which is called We All Sew. You will find them there every single Friday for the next 9 weeks. So you can always check in there. I'll be doing YouTube videos every week. And I'll also be posting on Instagram. So there are a lot of ways to join in, a lot of ways to get the information. But to make the most out of this quilt along, you should check in at every place. The blog's going to have everything typed up with photos so that you can really slow down and refer to it. For the YouTube videos, I'll walk you through everything step by step, but you probably still want to read the blog post because everything will be there written for you and you can read it as many times as you need. Like I mentioned, I'll also be checking in on Instagram. I'll be doing some reels. Instagram is a really great place for you to check in with me and ask questions in addition to YouTube, but it's a really great place to reply to my stories and get answers or leave comments on the posts or the reels, and I'll answer those as well. So this is going to be a really exciting time. I am here to tell you that if you've ever wanted to make a quilt, you can do it. Let's make this together.